Hello, today I will talk about the story The Shoemaker and the Devil by Anton Chekhov. Well, this is the story about poor shoemaker whose name was Fyodor Nilov. Everything occurred during Christmas Eve. As Fyodor was a poor shoemaker, he was always complaining about his life because he wanted to be a rich man. During Christmas Eve, everyone was enjoying except Fyodor, since a customer from Coconut Lane ordered some boots, and he said that they should be finished before the morning service. He hated all his customers, but it was one that he hated the most, and it was the one who lived in Coconut Lane. The customer was a gentleman with gloomy appearance, black hair, and yellow face, and a husky voice, and he also had a German name that couldn't be pronounced by anyone. When Fyodor got inside the house, he saw the man sitting on the floor, pounding something to a mortar, just the same as the previous night. So he said, "Your Honor, I have brought your boots." But the customer got up and began trying the boots in silence. So Fyodor went down on a knee and he took off his old boots, but suddenly he jumped and he was afraid because the man didn't have a foot, but it was a hoof like a horse's. So he thought that he would immediately run away from that place. But then he realized that it was a meeting with the devil and that he should take advantage of it. So he asked the devil to become him a rich man, and the devil answered that he could make his dream come true, but he had to give him his soul. So the devil said, "Before the cocks crow, you must go and sign on this paper here that you give me up your soul." And Fyodor said, "Your Honor, when you ordered the boots, I didn't ask for money in advance." "Oh, very well," said the devil, and suddenly the room got filled with smoke. And when Fyodor rubbed his eyes, he realized that it was not a shoemaker anymore. Now he was wearing luxury clothes, he was eating a lot of food, and he was also married with a full-bosom lady. He said to his wife that they should be careful because they had a lot of money and that there were many thieves that could steal them. So when he went to church, he couldn't even pray as he usually did it because when he was at the church, he was thinking about many things. And as he got frustrated, he decided to sing a song at the top of his voice. But the police immediately told him that he couldn't sing because he was not a shoemaker. Then, while he was thinking, he leaned his back against a fence, and a man told him that he should be careful to avoid spoiling his coat. Then he went to a store and he decided to buy a concertina. And he did it, and while he was playing it, many people around him started laughing, and they said, "You shouldn't do that because you are not a shoemaker. So when he was thinking about all the things that many people have just said, the devil came, and he said that he was going to take him to hell. But suddenly the devil flew up into all directions, and he started shouting, and he said, "Ass, black hat, fool!" And suddenly it all smelled to a paraffin, and when it all vanished, he realized that he could see the boats and the dim lamp, and he realized that there was the man very angry asking for the boots. So he just said, "So, what is your occupation, sir?" And the man answered, "I make Bengal lights and fireworks. I'm a pyrotechnician." And then when he has finished the job, he just took the boots and gave them to the man and take the money, and he went to church. Now he knew that he was married with a poor woman, but she was a hardworking woman, and that poor and rich people were equally badly off. So the predominant theme in this story, I consider that it is like envy, because as we could see in the story, Fyodor felt envy of rich people, but at the end he realized that it doesn't matter if you have money. So they had problems, and rich and poor people. And I consider that this story gives us like a great lesson, because you can see that sometimes you think that probably that money can give you happiness, but at the end, as we saw in the story, there are some times in which you think that many people don't have problems, but you realize that it is not like that. Just when you have the opportunity, like to be in people's shoes, let's say. So I consider that this is like a great lesson, because we can realize through this story that everybody has problems, but it is up to us to take action of it and to take advantage of the little things that make us feel happy, like singing a song or playing a concertina, like Fyodor wanted to do in the story.